welcome back to Dudes Who Are Guys Who Are Dudes. I'm alongside White Kawhi, aka Jacob Moser, and Thomas Abington. Today we're going to be talking on the NFL scene, flipping on back to the football field. As yesterday we were talking about the NBA, so I'll start off with White Kawhi. White Kawhi, who do you think is going to make the Super Bowl this year, NFC and AFC, and who's going to take home the crown of Super Bowl 53?
You know, I really feel like in the NFC, there's a team that just has a ton of talent, just dominates everybody. I think it's going to be the Eagles. I think they're a popular pick. Carson Wentz, he's healthy again. That offense, they're going to be clicking on all cylinders. Of course, the AFC, I'm going to go with a little bit bolder prediction. I'm going to pick the Buffalo Bills up in Orchard Park. I mean, it's no secret that the AFC East is a weak division. Tom Brady, you saw it last year. He just got weaker as a quarterback. They didn't have as great as a year, and they really had a push to kind of get to the playoffs there. I think the Buffalo Bills have the talent. Josh Allen, he's going to progress well as a quarterback in his second year. They have more offensive weapons. The defense is just as strong. So I really feel like if it does come down to a Eagles-Bills Super Bowl, I think the Bills could be winning their first Super Bowl.
So Josh Allen in shorts takes home the Lombardi Trophy. That's a great sight to see. Now flipping on the flip side to Tom. Tom, what's your Super Bowl matchup and who's taking home the trophy?
Well, I'm going the Saints and the Chiefs. How it should have been this year. The Saints should have made it. That was just a bad call at the end of the game. And then I think the Chiefs if the Chiefs got another chance, I think they would have won that game. I think they're they're two best teams in the NFL as a whole. Patrick Mahomes and Drew Brees just played great last year. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to get even better, and I think the Saints are going to be even better than they were last year. Just Drew Brees, he's a professional, and I think the Chiefs will come out on top of that game. But I think it'll be a really high-scoring game, and nothing like the 13-3 game this year.
And you heard it here first. The Chiefs will be winning Super Bowl 53, according to Tom Abington. Now we're going to be moving on to our second topic, which is who is going to be the Offensive Rookie of the Year for White Kawhi, and who's going to be the Defensive Rookie of the Year for Tom Abington. So Tom, I'm going to start with you this time. Defensive Rookie of the Year, who do you got? There's a lot of great options. Joe, Nick Bosa, Quinnen Williams. Who do you think the Rookie of the Year from the defensive side of the ball?
Quinnen Williams, of course. The Jets got the new swaggy jerseys. I think they're beautiful, and I think he's going to have a great year. I think he's just on the line. I just think he's just faster than a lot of people, and there's a reason he got picked third overall. And I think the Jets see the future of their defense in his hands, so I think he's definitely going to. I think he's going to run away with this race.
So Quinnen Williams on the defensive side of the ball. On the opposite 11, White Kawhi. Who do you got on the offensive side?
You know, I really wasn't a big fan of his when he was coming out of college. I don't think he should have gone number one, but I think Kyler Murray is going to be the surefire Offensive Rookie of the Year. The Cardinals had a great draft, and it's no secret that Cliff Kingsbury is a college coach, and of course, he was running a college system. Kyler Murray is most comfortable with that. I think the fact that they still have veteran Larry Fitzgerald there, David Johnson, I think he's going to have a bounce-back year, and of course, Hakeem Butler out of Iowa State. I think that it's just going to be a very, very good year for Kyler Murray.
So we got Kyler Murray on the offensive side of the ball and Quinnen Williams on the defensive side of the ball. Now moving on to our last topic, we got the sleeper teams who could potentially make a playoff push and maybe even a Super Bowl push. So I'll start this one off with Tom. Tom, who's your team?
I think I'm going to go with the Jets. We've talked about this a lot before. I think the Jets they're just revamped. Le'Veon Bell is just going to bring a whole new energy to this offense. Quinnen Williams is going to bring a whole new energy to the defense. They got these new jerseys, and I think fans up in Queens and I think they're going to be really excited for the Jets because I think Sam Darnold is the best player from the last year's draft class, even though he didn't have as great of a year as you hoped, as everyone hoped. But he's a good player, and he just needs a little bit more weapons. And I think if they can trade for a wide receiver, I think that he can definitely lead them to the promised land.
And speaking of the Jets, before we go to White Kawhi, how far do you think they can go with their roster right now? No trades at the trade deadline. The roster right now, how far do you think they get?
Well, I think they can win the AFC East. I think that the Patriots are going to have a down year. I just think Gronk was really keeping their offense together. Tom Brady's not really throwing 50-yard bombs anymore. He's just throwing these 10-yard, just little passes. And I think Gronk was a big piece of their offense. Now he's gone, so I don't think Julian Edelman's really a shell of what he was a couple years ago. Even though he had a really great Super Bowl, but I just think that they can get to at least the divisional round, the Jets.
And White Kawhi, 15 seconds. Who's your team? Go.
My team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got rid of 2 locker room cancers, and of course Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell there. I think James Conner, Juju Smith-Schuster are really going to step up on offense. I think the defense is set for a terrific year. I think that if the Browns do crumble, and of course the Ravens don't have a good year, I think you could be seeing the Steelers as the winners of that division.
And for White Kawhi, Tom Abington, I'm Tyler Conrad. Make sure to tune into our show tomorrow at 7:05. Go Eagles.